talk about what happens after closing. We just put people in houses, and I guess we
see ya,
bye, never hear from us again. So that's really not the case. So we've compiled a little bit of a list here of things that you could do once you buy the house. I mean, because you do own it at that point in time, and so people are kind of looking around. What do we do? So, guys, what are some tips that people can do? What happens after the closing, or recommendations at that point in time?
Well, the one thing about this list, a couple of these things I do tell people prior, like turn on the utilities in your name.
People forget that all the time.
Oh, people forget it all the time, and I'm not going to lie, I forget to tell people. But when you buy the house, you need to go ahead and get the power and water and
ahead of time, right?
So here's the interesting thing. People seem to think, for some reason, that it's like they're not legally allowed to call NES before they close. No. You can call NES a month before you close, and you can say, "I'm planning on closing Friday." And you can call them up Thursday afternoon and say, my closing got postponed to Monday. Change that date. And they will change it. It's not even a big deal.
It's not a big deal
They don't
at
care.
all. Now, a lot of times they'll need the seller to call and say, hey, we are moving. Go ahead and have this cut off on this day before, depending on the utility company, before they'll allow the buyer to put it in their name on that day.
Especially in the summertime. We give people 3 or 4 days from the time they close. We don't call right away. We wait for a couple of days before we call and turn stuff off. And about a week after closing, about 1 out of 5 houses, I will get a phone call. David, my water heater stopped working. My water heater stopped working. Oh, okay. Just to help me out, what makes you think that your water meter stopped working? Well, I had hot water yesterday. I don't have it today. Okay, that's obvious. Okay. Did you call Piedmont Gas to put it in your name? Oh.
Okay, we got keys to the house. So, David, this kind of doesn't really apply to you because you're giving people brand new keys to this brand new house.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that on the list. I mean, doesn't every seller have the keys at closing or no?
Well, yeah, but this kind of falls in line with maybe changing the keys or changing the locks and stuff like that.
And now they have those great little nifty locks where you just put the little pin in and
yeah, they're nice.
It changes the tumblers or whatever, and you have a new key.
Yeah, you don't have to do that on new construction, but yeah, you're right. They're nice.
Yeah.
You'll be looking for your recorded deed to come in, looking for your mortgage statement to come in. Guess what? You do have to pay for that place, so be on the lookout for those. Property taxes. You get your property tax bill in, somebody got to pay those too, right? So be looking for that bill to come in. Your lender, if you're at an escrow account, will pay for that.